Before we dive into the training program for IGL Window, let's talk about what this product is and how I sell it to my customers, as well as the benefits. IGL Window is an ultra hydrophobic coating designed to go on glass as well as smooth glossy surfaces. For glass, it provides numerous benefits such as water spot resistance, dirt resistance, ease of cleaning, ease of washing, ease of maintenance. For a car, bugs will be easier to clean, visibility will be improved in rainy weather, your wiper blades will work better, your car will be easier to wash, and your windows will be easier to dry. For domestic uses, your shower screens will be resistant to soap scum, will be cleaner for longer, and will have less deposits and buildup. For industrial uses, it will have benefits for windscreens, for farming equipment and mining machinery, and we have had plenty of feedback from those industries about how much easier it is to clean those vehicles once they have been coated with IGL Window, or the windscreens have been coated with IGL Window. And finally, you can upsell this product even onto buildings and skyscrapers, as well as glass pool fencing, for the same benefits. Now, let's not digress. Let's get stuck straight into this training module and have a look at what you get inside the window coating kit. So in front of me, we have the IGL 60mm window kit, and you'll see why it's called 60 mils in a minute. And once you receive your kit, you remove the wrapping, the protective wrapping. And as soon as you open it up, you're going to see a barcode here. So you could scan that for your application instructions that are, I guess, put together by IGL, the factory. And you could also have access to the TDS, SDS, and MSDS. So very important documentation if you need to provide it to your customer, if you're doing this product for commercial and industrial purposes. As part of this kit, you will receive a little pouch like so. And this will have your applicator cloths, which we will use in our application. There's also some paperwork and stickers inside that you can view, and flyers. Then we get to the good stuff. You have a sponge that is used with IGL Glass Plus. IGL Glass Plus is a glass water spot remover / polish / cleaner, which is very important to use in preparation for the application of the window coating. You will also have 2 pipettes to draw out product from the bottles, and we will see why we need them. You will have a mixing bottle to mix the product together. You will have an applicator block that you will use with the applicator cloths, a pair of gloves, and the window coating bottles. IGL Window is a 2-part product, so to activate it to work, you will need to mix E1 with E2 in equal numbers. The reason why these are not pre-mixed inside the kit is that they will react together. So once you mix them up, you will have a limited time to use them. I recommend no more than 2 hours, although it can probably go up to a little bit more. But you should not need to have so much left over, and by following the instructions in this video and training course, you should have a great understanding of how much to mix without wastage. Now let's get to mixing it, and let's get to using it. Prior to mixing up any of the IGL window coating, we need to make sure that the windows are correctly prepped. To do this, we need to make sure that the car is washed and clean, and then we will get our IGL Glass Plus that is included in the kit, or if you have a larger bottle, out. Give it a really good shake, because the product does tend to sediment. And using a green applicator sponge, which works best, we will apply it like so and prep the windows like so. Prepping the windows with IGL Glass Plus is quite easy. First, you grab your bottle and you give it a very good shake to loosen up any sediments. And then what I suggest you do is, using the applicator sponge, carefully drip some product onto the sponge without letting it fall onto the car. Fold the sponge up a little bit, and then in a circular motion, work the product in. Try not to get this product onto too much of the plastic trim, although it will wash off. It may make it white. And work it in well. Also, don't get this product onto the paint because it is abrasive. It is a polish at the end of the day. So it does have abrasive properties. Now using IGL Plus will do a few things. First, it will clean the window extremely well. It will also remove any mineral deposits on the window that will hinder the performance of the window coating. So any water spots will be removed, any bugs will be removed. Perfect. This is now ready to wipe off. Using a clean microfiber towel, all you need to do now is buff off the Glass Plus. Make sure you clean up any plastics as well that you have accidentally touched. And again, reminder, don't use IGL Glass Plus on your paint because it will scratch the paint. It is an abrasive product. It is too abrasive for paint. The next step is to mix IGL window in the correct ratios, which is 1:1, meaning equal parts of part 1 with part 2 into this mixing bottle. Simply open the bottle. It should have a small protective cap in there. Make sure you don't lose that. It will stop the product from evaporating and sedimenting. So pop that off gently without spilling. Then use the pipettes. Remove the dripper. Then use the pipette to draw out an equal part of the window coating. Now you don't need a lot of this product, so to do that window we will take 1.5 mil, 1.5 mil of AE1. Here we go. Make sure that doesn't drip anywhere. So pop that cap back on so you don't lose it. And make sure you don't get this part wrong. Always put the bottle away so you don't use E1 twice. Open up E2. And using the second pipette, draw out 1.5 mils again. So we don't want to mix the pipettes, although later on, once the product is dry, it's fine to reuse them. And it doesn't really matter which order you get them in for the next time. So 1.5 mil. Put it all into the mixing bottle. Every drop out. Put that pipette away. Put the lid back onto E2. Now what you do is you grab the dripper, you seal it up, and then you mix this for 3 minutes. Now that we have mixed the product for 3 minutes, it's ready to be applied. Do keep in mind that you cannot leave this mixed in this bottle forever. It will go off after a few hours. And then using your applicator block and your applicator cloth, you're now ready to start coating. Simply remove the cover from the dripper bottle. And I don't want to take credit for the next steps because I have learned this trick from a few very smart detailers online, but it's the way we're gonna roll because it is just so much easier to apply. Now, traditionally with ceramic coatings, you will apply a few drops and then spread it out. IGL window coating flashes very quickly and you don't want to do that. It's going to use the same amount of product to do it in the way I'm going to show you, but it's going to save you a lot of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply the product onto the cloth like this, and we're going to do the outline of the window. We're going to do the outline of the window, and now what we're going to do is we're going to drip the product like so, and we're going to very quickly spread it. So again, apply it onto the cloth. You want to saturate the cloth so that way the product spreads well. You don't want to drip it on, you want to saturate it. By saturating it, you're going to increase your working time. And as you can see, we haven't even used half of what I have mixed for this window. So you don't want to just do this. That's not going to really help you. What you want to do again, draw out a line and just keep applying the product until you use it all up. If you're doing a whole car, I would suggest just going around the car and coating the windows multiple times until you have used up everything you have mixed. It is better for the customer, better for you. Look at this, plenty of product. So 1.5 mils was way more than enough for this. So let's apply this now and have a chat about the next part. So spread it on, make sure it's really nice. Let's grab a little bit of a close-up. So spread the product. Make sure that it is spreading well, and you're only going to get this really nice spread by saturating the applicator cloth. If you don't saturate the applicator cloth, you're going to find that it's going to be sticky, and the product, you will actually use more product. Now, this is very well coated, and we will leave it to sit for an hour before wiping off. So you could do the windows of the entire car. If you're doing a sedan or a SUV or a coupe or a hatchback, doesn't matter. You can do all the windows for the whole car. Have a breather, have a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you like, and then wipe it off. With 1 hour now passing by, the window coating is ready to be leveled. And by leveled, I mean wiping off any excess that will leave any high spots. So grab yourself a brand new clean microfiber cloth. Do not use the same cloth that you used with IGL Glass Plus, because that will remove your window coating. And carefully and gently wipe off the product. If you're finding very heavy resistance when wiping off the product off the windows, it means you waited too long. The longer you leave it on, the longer it's going to stay and cure, and the harder it will be to level. So if you only wait around 1 hour, it should wipe off fairly easily. If you wait a little bit too long, it's not a big problem unless you leave it way too long, but it may just feel a little bit more grabby to the cloth. Now let's talk about the applications for this product outside of the automotive scope. And let's go through some frequently asked questions and some troubleshooting steps. Congratulations on your first IGL window ceramic coatings application. Let's go through some very important information to help you get the most out of this product and apply it efficiently, safely, and easily. In terms of applications outside of the automotive world, IGL window can be used on any type of glass. It can be used in domestic, industrial, residential, and automotive. So as long as it's made out of glass, the same application method can be applied. Whether you're doing a window on a high-rise building, a glass pool fence, or a shower screen, the processes that we covered today are all applicable. In terms of frequently asked questions that I get asked many times, first and foremost, what part of the kit is reusable and what parts do you throw away after your first application? Everything in the kit is reusable except the applicator cloth that you used to apply the product. Once the product starts curing onto this cloth, it will no longer be usable for future uses. And that's why, as part of the 60mm kit, you're given a handful of these applicator cloths. So it is a one-use product, whether you're using the sock, this applicator cloth, or an aftermarket applicator cloth. Once you have applied the product, simply bin it away. The next most commonly asked question is, how long can the product stay in the bottle? Once you mix the product, it can stay into the mixing bottle or the dripper for a period of up to 4 hours. That's what we recommend at IGL Coatings Australia, which is plenty of time to do multiple layers on multiple vehicles. It's very important that you do not pour that mixture back into the E1 and E2 bottles. It's also very important that you don't leave that mixture inside of the bottle for a prolonged period of time, as it will begin to solidify and ruin your dripper bottle. Further to this, one of the most popular questions is how much do I need for a car? How much product should I mix? From my personal experience, I like to mix 3 mils of part 1 with 3 mils of part 2 for a regular size vehicle, including a moonroof or a sunroof. That will give you a total of 6 mils, and that will very likely give you multiple applications on every single window. It is always better to mix less than to mix more, because if you mix less, you can simply just add more product, put a little bit more of part 1, a little bit more of part 2, and off you go. But if you mix everything together, you're going to waste that product. Also, from personal experience, you do not want to leave this product on too long. So with a previous vehicle that I coated, I decided to test and see what happens if I leave the product on for about 7 hours. It was very hard to level, it was very hard to remove, and I had to do it all again. So remember to aim for that 1 hour window. 2 hours, possibly even 3 is still fine, but don't leave it for a very long period of time. The product must stay dry and remain dry for 24 hours. So you don't want to put this product onto a car, then drive it in the rain. You don't want to turn the wipers on before the product cures fully, which is 24 hours. In terms of durability, we expect IGL Window to last up to 24 months in normal usage in Australia. This does, however, depend greatly on the environment and the vehicle or the application. For example, if you apply IGL Window on a Ferrari that will only be driven once a month, it will never be driven in the rain, that product will last many years. But if you use IGL Window on a shower screen that gets daily usage, daily soap scum, it will last considerably less. So if you are quoting up any industrial sized work, do keep in mind that 5 mils will get you 1 meter squared, although in reality, you will probably use much less. In terms of maintenance and upkeep, we strongly recommend using IGL Genco or IGL AIO on glass coating. From experience, we know that mineral deposits and buildup damage the glass coating more than anything else. So if you keep those mineral deposits at bay by using products like AIO and Genco, which have mineral deposit removers, it will ensure that the hydrophobics will remain for a longer period of time. The same products can also be used in residential and commercial applications. So if you're doing glass pull fencing, suggest to your customer to top up every now and again with IGL Genco or IGL AIO. Thank you for your time in attending the IGL Window Application course for IGL Coatings Australia. I hope that you received value out of this module, and please let me know if you have any questions or require any support.